mistakes are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on and
Well, hello. Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon. This is Lonnie Fox Raymond, and you are watching the 2025 WPBA Olhausen Raxx Mezz Invitational. We've got a monster matchup here. This is an A-side matchup between Savannah Easton, the Roadrunner, and Sofia Mast, the Pink Dagger. The world champion versus the runner-up of the World Championships. So it's a rematch to some like. I'm being joined in the booth by none other than Frank Mieletti, the owner and creator of PA Pro-Am and Billiards Sports Network.
How's it going, everybody?
All right, so this is going to be a good one, Frank. What do you think?
This could be your world championship in 2 years.
We've got a poll going on. It was a world championship matchup last year.
I'm saying for like
the
For
women.
the women, exactly, yeah.
Absolutely. So we do have a poll going on in the chat. If anyone's interested in joining into that, you have to come over to WPBA Billiards on YouTube and get into our chat room. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. It is completely free, not a penny. All it does is help us.
Savannah jumped up in the lead. She's at 61% over Sofia Mast.
Oh, boy. Come on, folks. You guys Sofia Mast fans, you better get in that chat. Make sure you hit your button.
Hit your button, yeah.
Yeah.
And guys, do me a favor. If you're going to hit a button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, obviously. But we have 450 people in the chat. But also share it out. This is going to be a marquee matchup today.
This is a fantastic matchup. We're just waiting for Dean Raisler, the president of the WPBA, to finish his player announcements.
I totally agree with New Level Auto that this is the new Fisher Core. I 100% agree that these ladies are going to probably be playing each other for 25 years.
Yeah. They're going to get sick of each other after a while.
Yeah.
I would truly believe that. I think in some regard, a lot of the ladies come up this way and have someone in their history or that they constantly had to play from their area or from their local leagues. So I think everyone can kind of understand that. Their nemesis, per se.
Yeah.
Now, these ladies don't, there's not a battle. Like, they're friends.
So it was funny earlier that Erwin, the photographer here, wanted them to take a picture like a boxing match where they're putting their hands up.
Yeah.
And Sofia had this, like, boxing look, and Savannah couldn't stop from laughing. and then Sofia looked at Savannah, and they both started laughing. It was...
Sophia's so much fun. She's all in when her and Kaylee McIntosh, who are very good friends, when they had to play in Wisconsin, they came into the media room and they're like, Lonnie, can you take a picture and make a graphic for us? And I was like, I got you. So they wanted to do the whole boxing. And of course, it was Sofia was all in and Kaylee was giggling, you know? Sophia's so invested. She's intense. I love this young lady. So let's talk a little bit about their path to this point in the tournament while we're waiting for them to finish. They're at the top of the bracket, right?
Yeah, they're in the A side. This is the B side.
Oh, I thought it was on the B side. All right. So all the way at the top. So far, this path for these ladies, it looks as though Sofia defeated Ayala Soledad first round, Ada Leo second round, and Christina Tpke, the world number 1, the third round to make it to this point. Savannah Easton, I don't want to tell you guys this, but she beat Sandy Chang, then she defeated me, and then she has defeated Kaylee McIntosh late last night to make it to this point in the bracket. They are in the final 8 of the A side. I think we're getting ready to lag. We're going to remove the player card. They'll start the match soon enough. So your score, it will pop up for you guys. No worries. All right. So if you're not familiar with these two ladies, I don't know what rock you've been hiding under, but Sofia Mast is on your left and Savannah Easton is on your right.
I was talking to Sofia prior to the match. I was asking her what kind of diameter she uses on her cue. She has 12.4 on her cue.
Oh, thank you.
I was wondering how, because she does get good ball movement on her cue. So I was wondering how she's able to punch the ball.
Well, here's the match rules for this match. They're going to lag for the first break, which you just seen. It's an alternate break format thereafter. The 9 ball doesn't count on the break in the bottom 2 pockets. They are racking with the 9 on the spot. No break box. Opponent racks for each other, which I know is different. 3 consecutive fouls is a loss of game, and this is cue ball fouls only. Sofia Mast won the lag.
Chuck, I am actually not remote. I am sitting next to Lonnie, about 36 inches, annoying her very much. So,
I know we always chat on the phone all week long. It's kind of weird. We're actually in person. So you guys, Savannah Easton just racked that rack, and you noticed that Sophia was looking at it. We are allowed to check the rack, but we are not allowed to make adjustments. We have to ask the person racking to make the adjustments if needed. So far, so good. I think most of the ladies here are pretty class, so you never have to worry about them leaving any gaps on purpose.
Also, guys, with this 9 on the break, keep an eye on the 1 ball in the side pocket and the wing ball. So the opposite wing ball of where they're breaking from usually goes in, or they're attempting to go in. So if Sophia breaking from the left side of the table, the right side wing ball would be the one that would go potentially into a pocket.
So not the best starting shot on the 3 after pocketing the 1 and the 2 on the break. Great safety play there. Hi, Misty. Thanks for tuning in.
Savannah's got a 1 rail kick option. She can kick into the 3. Does she have a window?
Can she get the window on the spot? Wow.
So she can. Trying to carry him into the 6.
Oh, great effort. Oh, look from the overhead view there.
Leaks out a little bit. She'll have the 3 to the bottom right corner. Yeah, this is a kind of a bizarro event to have Brittany Bryant out already, Margaret on the B side,
Yep.
Tpke on the B side.
Yeah, our top 3, which is Margarita, Christina, and Christina's Lateva, are all on our B side.
On the B side, yeah.
It is very strange.
The young ladies and the international players are taking over this event here at Raxx.
Definitely wouldn't count any of those ladies and not making a good run through
Absolutely
the B side.
no, yeah.
Thank you, Elena. I'm not sure if I'm saying Eleniana Lisa. I am way off on that one. Thank you for your donation. We appreciate that. Right, so Savannah's coming to the table, getting straight to work. Now, I will tell you, when I played her, she was on lightning pace. She was running around the table.
Yeah.
It was insane. It was almost hard to fade because she was
I don't think
moving
either
so
one of
quickly.
these ladies have ever been accused of slow play.
No.
They are just calculated decisions right away, and they just get to work. She can go into the angle here on this 6. She can play a little bit of high, run into the side rail, top rail, and come back down.
Think she can catch the long rail?
I think she can, yeah. She's just going to play high, just essentially overcut the shot.
Great shot.
Go for the corner.
She's doing great. She may have fallen a little flat on this 7, but should be just fine. She looks as though she's getting ready to elevate and play some draw. Well, she didn't have to. Just based on her cue ball and finger, I was concerned about that. But she's going to play it with follow. What a great touch. All right, Amanda Mess, thank you so much. Girlfriend, how you doing? Thanks for your donation. Anyone who would like to donate to the stream can do so by clicking the little money symbol next to your chat box, or you can reach out at WPBA.com. Click on it where it says donate here or get involved. Those are all options.
A little tough rub off the 8 ball there.
Tap, tappy. As soon as they update this score, it will do it automatically on the screen, folks. If they haven't started the match on Digital Pool or on their tablets, then we will not see it. It'll probably start here now that Savannah has scored the first rack.
Scoreboard should just say 1-0, and Fargo should say dead even.
Yeah, as soon as they update the score, we'll know, guys. And unfortunately, that is not a streaming thing. That's a link directly from Digital Pool. So apologize if it's a pain in the butt for you guys at home, but we know that it is. We know that it is 1-0 at the moment for the beep beep.
Hey, Lonnie, where are we at on the poll here?
Yeah.
168 votes. Savannah 2/3 in the lead, 67-33.
Oh boy. Right, Savannah to break. This is our first look at her break in this match.
Keep an eye on the 1 in the right side pocket.
Great starting shot on the 2. Maybe a little awkward over the brown 7. She should be fine.
So for our viewers that are kind of new to the 9 on the break, if the object ball comes lower than the pocket, then that means that the 9 ball is not exactly on top of the spot. And if the 1 ball goes higher than the pocket, that means that the 9 ball could be a 1/4 inch or so above the spot.
All right, so this is a race to 8, folks. Score is currently 1-0 for Savannah.
The 3 in the corner, Sav can just kind of roll this in pocket speed. Shouldn't really need to fire at it. We're gonna have Ron, excuse me, we're gonna have Lonnie run over real quick and just make sure that there's no scoreboard issues with digital pool. Sticking for the rider, folks. It's gonna be a good match. I'm hoping for Hill. I want to see as many racks as I can. Savannah, what attempts a long table draw. She's going to come short. See her on the overhead. 9 ball is going to be in the way. She could play the thin off the side of the 4, but it's going to be tough. I would think maybe playing the 4 ball full, banking. I'm sorry, 5 ball full, purple ball, banking it up table, and the cue ball come 2 rails down behind the 9 ball. Lonnie's back. See, she fixed it. Box takes care of everything.
Yeah, they didn't fix the score. These girls must not have scored it on their tablets. So hopefully they do, or the tournament director notices and updates.
They would all play pool and stream at the same time. Sophia's going to try another containing safe, bring the cue ball back down behind the 9. And Savannah's going to probably come back and get the short cue here. Go airborne. Plays the edge of the 5 ball. Does not go in. Cue ball's going to come around the table. Sophia's going to have a little bit of a back cut to the bottom right. The natural angle of the cue ball, it's going to come out 2 rails. Once she controls her speed, she'll be on the 6.
So these ladies are on a mandatory 40-second shot clock with 1 extension per rack. They do get 60 seconds after the break.
If she decides to go with the shot a little bit firmer, cue ball is going to sit on the 9. I want to see this overhead here. If it's pretty tight to the 9, I don't think Savannah's going to have a good hit on the 5. She's going to have to come up table. Lori Virgil, Allison just started her match this round, so there's no score yet on that table. Savannah could see it. Should have about half of the ball then.
Telling you, this young lady's been playing exceptional pool. Well, and obviously Sofia has been too. She
right.
Beat Christina last night. I heard that was a great match. I didn't get to watch it.
I was actually sitting over there watching it. The whole place went nuts when she won.
Yeah, they did.
8 ball's in a tricky spot. After this rack, we'll do a little player profile on each one of these. Excuse me, one of these young ladies. Carla McGee, we're in the top. This is the top 4 of the A side.
8.
Top 8. Apologize,
Yeah.
on the 8 side, on the A side.
Yeah.
Oh, came off the rail
Used
there.
all of that pocket.
Good. Guys, we will get the score updated. Savannah misses the 9 ball.
Wow.
Took that a little for granted.
Yeah,
Guys, we
so
promise we'll get the score updated.
yeah,
for you.
the girls are clearly not. Yeah, they're clearly not using their tablet. So I'm hoping the tournament director will make that adjustment for them. He is sitting close by, so he can update the score as he goes. We cannot change it, Shadow. So we're sitting in the same frustrated position as you are.
There's no need to be frustrated. We have great pool going on. Let's
All
watch
right.
these young ladies battle it out.
So Sophia's waiting for the ladies on the table at the top of your view to shoot their shots before she shoots this 9 ball.
All right, we got an updated score, folks. 1-1. All is right in the world.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about these ladies while they're waiting to rack anyway. So Sofia Mast, they call her the Pink Dagger. She currently resides in Tampa, Florida. Her highest ranking inside the WPBA is 17th. She does miss events, though. She doesn't play in all the events, so I feel as though that might be a little bit higher. Her current WPBA ranking is 19th. She is recently sponsored by JPH Hour Custom Cues and Olhausen. How Tips, Jam Up Apparel, 3-second pool cases, Sam Deep, and Jamison Daniels. She is the 2024 World Junior Champion. She placed top 8 in the Women's World 10 Ball. She's a 4-time Ultimate Pool Champion, and she is the Texas Open Champion. Pretty impressive resume there.
The Roadrunner Savannah Easton out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Her highest ranking in WPBA is 10. Her current ranking is 11. She plays with Lucasi Proline Bacote Infused Keelwood Shaft. Say that 3 times fast. Lucasi Pure X Carbon Fiber Brake. And Lucasi Jump Cue. She's a 7-time BEF Junior National Champion. She finished 5th place in the 2022 WPBA Sledgehammer Open. Her best finish so far is WPBA 2024 Borderline. She came in 4th place. She has about 4 pages long here of sponsors. Lucasi Cues, Brunswick Billiards, Q and Case, Jam Up Apparel, Salado, Griff's Billiards, Town, Hard Times, Sacramento, shout out to Oscar. Shepherds on Schlinger, 3 seconds Q cases, Fort Worth Billiards, Aloha Billiards, and Jason Griggs Real Estate. It's safe to say everybody loves Savannah.
Everybody. What do you not like about Savannah? I mean, she's adorable. And she plays great pool. So, and she's got a really cool nickname.
The Roadrunner?
Yeah, beep beep.
I actually have one of, I bought it for my wife. We have one of Sofia Mast Pink Dagger hats.
All right, guys. So according to the poll, you had 197 votes. 69% believes that Savannah Easton will defeat Sofia Mast. This is a race to 8. We're going to close down the poll. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in and jumping on there. 200 votes isn't too shabby. And we'll see if your predictions are correct. All right, so it looks like Savannah's got the edge of this blue, too. She may even be able to hit it pretty clearly in the face. Chucking her under the 7. Nice speed. And I like the fact that she was able to hit it with enough speed to get to the end rail, but also come up a little bit because a ball in the middle of the table is a lot tougher to kick at.
Absolutely.
And hit than a ball close to the rail.
Gotta get you some go-go juice.
I've had a coffee already. I need like a lot.
Sofia jumps over and hits the 2 ball. Does not make it. Cue ball's going to come back up. I'm going to leak out a little bit. Savannah will have a piece of it. I like this safe again. I like seeing her play the 2. Rolling the cue ball forward, coming behind that 6.
You'll notice Sav went up and looked and made sure that she could slide the cue ball under the 6. She needs to be mindful of the scratch, so I like that she took the second. Oh, she went offensive at it.
For it.
All right.
That's going to be Sofia back to the table.
And I'm not sure she has all of the 2.
We currently have 842 watts. Let's try to get to 1,000. I want to see 4 digits.
You want to see 4 digits?
Yeah,
All
4
right.
digits. Let's get to 1,000. Guys, do me a favor. Just hit the share button a couple times.
Yeah, make
It's
sure
about
you
10
share it.
seconds for you to do it for us. Lonnie puts on incredible streaming for the WPBA. She works very hard. I know for a fact she works very hard because she'll call me and tell me about the things that she's doing. So,
Or ask you what to do when I mess something up.
Sofia back cuts the 4 side pocket. Want to hit the 7. I think she's okay here though. She can play this. Looks like she can play the 5 into the side. Come out 3 rails possibly for the 6. She could also just play the containing safe, where she'll bank the 5 to the right side of the table at the cue, come down and try to get behind the 6-8. She's going to go offensive. She does. She comes around the table.
Slight bump on the brown 7 there. Almost caused a disaster, but I do think she's got the edge of the 6. I don't know if she has enough of it to be offensive, but we're going to find out here shortly. Sofia, both of these ladies, their pool IQ is probably double their age.
Yeah.
You know? Just amazing.
Somebody made a joke earlier that they said they're, because of their age, their Fargo is definitely higher than their credit scores.
That's fair. So that was a really well played shot by Sofia. She could overcut the 6, which lends itself perfectly to laying on the top short rail, getting the cue ball down table, causing a lot of distance.
You know, Allison and I were talking yesterday in the matchup that we were commentating about. Sometimes you don't always have to hit that 100% lock up jail safe.
Mm-hmm.
Just leave them long, 8-9 foot shot.
Mm-hmm.
If they drain it, they earn it, but make them show the skill versus just kind of going for the shot and giving it to them.
I think sometimes percentages should play a lot in a 9-foot pool.
Yes.
You know, the odds of them making a shot with a lot of distance when you're froze on the end rail.
Bar box, I'm jacking and stacking it
Yeah.
with 9 ball or
Exactly.
9 foot table. I'm going to take some time.
Yeah, agreed.
899 on the viewer count. 903 now. Let's keep going, guys. Build it up. Saturday afternoon. It's nice. Go sit in the yard, sit in the hammock.
Put your earbuds in and
Put your earbuds in. Pop a
watch
cold
the
one
pool.
open.
they need to quit cooking in here, Frank. I'm starting to smell the food.
The chicken tacos here are sick.
So everything's so good here.
I had chicken tacos last night.
Again?
Yeah. The
Oh boy.
gentleman Jack here is real smooth also.
Guys are having a good time. Nothing wrong with that.
My wife's first WPBA. She's very excited to be here.
Mindy's great.
2 rails out for Savannah. She's going to overhit on this 9 ball, though. She'll have the 9 in the corner. Just a little bit of a tougher back cut.
All right. right, nice finish there in that rack for Savannah Easton. Score is currently 2-1. Let's do a quick overlook on our sponsors here at this event. Some of the best in the business, Olhausen Raxx Mezz Cues are the headlining sponsors, as well as Tsunami Shafts, RJH Custom Cues. This is a WPA, World Pool Association World Ranking event. Also, all of our tour sponsors at the bottom of the page there, Kamui and Diamond.
Hey, I know them.
Aramith and Simonis. Perfect Rack is the official rack of the WPBA. Big Family Custom Creations for all your apparel needs. Castillo Leather Goods, How Flash Carbon Shafts, as well as professional How Tips. ICA Training Tool. Check them out at icatraining.com. And our newest sponsor in the WPBA family, Classic Billiards.
Guys, if you haven't been down to Classic Billiards there in Florida, Dave Bartusiak's place, you should definitely give it a shot. They got a cool concept too. They don't charge you hourly.
Yeah, it's like a cover charge or
It's a
something,
$10 cover
right?
charge to get in and just hang out.
Yeah.
Which I think is the coolest thing in
Have
the world.
drinks, play pool.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's like a super live atmosphere down there. So Savannah was short on the one ball there in the side pocket.
Maybe needs to take a little pace off that
Little slight
break.
adjustment, I would say, yeah. Give that cue ball time to essentially grab the cloth.
Good look there. Ball's very close, if not frozen. Looks as though Sofia's going to go for the push.
That's a smart shot. I didn't see any benefit for her making the one ball. Cue ball is going to come all the way back down the table. She'll have a long shot on the two.
All these ladies all have new jerseys this season. They
Yeah.
just, a lot of sponsorship move around.
These in New Jersey, hey.
Seeing a bunch of new jerseys this
I'm
year.
actually sponsored by Game On Sportswear as well.
Yeah.
Tay and Marie out of Florida. Two of my favorite ladies. Tay just came in second in a big amateur event in Pennsylvania, Super Billiards Expo.
Yeah, I actually had her. I have a couple players representing me at APA Nationals, representing LFR Live.
Oh, nice.
And I had her do all the jerseys for them.
Oh,
She
that's
did a
pretty
great
sweet.
job. Looks amazing.
Yeah, where's my LFR jersey?
You're like the fifth person that said that to me. Nate's got it. Big family, they got it.
It's in the mail.
Yeah, big family's got it.
We'll start doing them like they do with the football games now, where we change jerseys at the end of the day. You sign mine, I sign yours.
I don't even have one. I'm gonna work on that though. I need some new jerseys. I don't even have any sponsors. I mean, I have a couple of supporters, but I call sponsors someone who, financially helps, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that, and that other than that, I feel like, support team.
Exactly.
Support team, and I love them. I love the support that they bring me.
We do a lot for the sport, Lonnie. Somebody should be sponsoring you.
Thank you, sir.
Somebody give her a call. Hook her up.
Mm-hmm.
An interesting placement here for the four ball. It almost looked like she possibly might have been. She's going to try to draw it down for the five, but she might just draw straight back.
Hope she can miss the six.
Yeah.
That's what I was kind of concerned with from that position. She does manage to make it past.
Speed becomes an issue here. She's a little off angle on the five, so she's going to be going away from the six ball.
Mindful of the shot clock. You see her take a look to our left. That is, that's where the shot clock is sitting.
Who's handling that shot clock? Lonnie.
Huh?
Who handles that shot clock?
Oh, my husband.
Bob.
Give Bob a shout out.
Bob.
Everybody loves Bob.
Sophia plays the percentage shot, puts the cue up table. I thought possibly she could play the six in the corner and let the cue ball kind of float 3 rails.
Now, I almost feel as though Saf can actually see the six. It's a little tough to see from this view.
Yeah, she can get a piece of it.
I think she can see it. So I don't know if the kick and stick is really beneficial here, especially since she can see the 6. She may be better off just trying to thin it and come back down table. She was able to get a whole lot more of that.
Yeah, she
6.
went in there pretty full.
Because initially, I think she looked straight to the kick and stick, but I think when she got back to the cue ball, she realized she could actually see the
Yeah, get a good piece of it. I actually, Savannah might, or I'm sorry, Sofia might be primed to maybe someone see the overhead angle on this just before I make my prediction here. She can get a piece of it.
She may be
2
able to
rails
put it
from
right
98.
back where the cue was.
Mhm.
Oh, it's dark in there.
That's not tough. That's not a bad lead though, even in the jaws like that.
A little heat on Sav if she's going to go offensive at this 6. You guys are funny in the chat room, just so you know, all of you guys. And all of the things you say about Bob, they're all true. He is my designated driver. He is a character. He is the snack getter. He is the best timekeeper in the business. Absolutely.
Bob's at the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you guys know all about Bob. Wow. What a great shot by Savannah.
She really came with it on that one. And Savannah should be able to just play three simple shots here. Stop shot on the 7. All right, Savannah on the side. She's going to go up with a 3-1 lead.
All right, so Savannah Easton's rocking. Sofia Mast to break. The score is currently 3-1. Savannah Easton over Sofia Mast. All right, I think we hit the 4 digits, Frank.
We did, 1006.
Good job.
Let's keep going.
Good job, folks. Thank you guys for your support. I know that a lot of you guys are huge fans of these 2 ladies, so.
Let's get 1100 then. 1,000. If that 1,000 wasn't hard, let's get 1100. It's Sophia in a prime position here, playing the 2 right up to the corner.
Wow.
I like the layout of the table here.
Yeah.
Just simple layout. Play the 3 in, 4. Come up 1 rail for the 5.
Now, these shots right here, I feel as though sometimes when I'm a little nervous, I have a hard time rolling these balls in. And
Really?
just, you know what I mean?
I was always taught to aim these shots just like that. Aim for the left side point, and usually they'll just kind of double in.
The pocket just accepts them from that. Yeah, with that speed. But, ooh. When you're nervous, that can be real hard to trust. You know what I mean? I'm sure these 2 are so used to playing each other. There's nothing nervous
She's
about that.
a little flat on the 4, but she can kind of punch it forward 2 rails. She could also come backward, play the 5-6 because the 6 is such a hanger in the pocket.
Looks as though that's exactly what. Oh, maybe she just
did
pinched
get-
and held it. All right. I agree with you. I almost like drawing it back because you're guaranteed that you're going to have a pretty decent, easy
Yeah,
cut into the
just
six
don't
ball. But
focus on the 6 ball being there. Just shoot the ball into it. Thanks, Timmy. Appreciate it, buddy.
we'll be like,
I guess you can hate me at
we're
least
doing
once a
it.
week, so
I
I'll
know.
take it.
Like, Frank's like, hey, usually everybody in the chat hates me, so this is good. We love you, Frank.
Okay, that was a key miss there, so that could be a good steal or rack here.
Yeah. Well, and there's been a couple key misses by Sofia, to be fair. I'm sure she'll take her time and make some adjustments. She may even take a break after this rack. We'll see. Usually, I won't lie. These two ladies don't take breaks often.
Yeah.
I mean, they're young, right? They're just all in.
Just hold it, keep playing.
Yeah, just keep on going, you know? But I would suggest if I were in Sofia's corner to say, hey, why don't you go take a break, get a bottle of water.
Careful, Lonnie. We're gonna
Step away.
tread on the back in my day.
Oh, well.
I caught myself saying
I'm
that.
old.
I caught myself saying that to somebody the other day, and I just stopped and said, you know what? I gotta stop talking.
Mm-hmm.
Got to do it a little bit. It's gonna come 50-yard line now with the 9 ball.
Just crossed over that just a tiny bit. I think she'll be fine to cut it to the top right corner pocket. All right, Savannah Easton taking a commanding lead, 4-1 in this race to 8 here at the 2025 Olhausen Raxx Mezz Invitational. This is an A-side matchup, folks. Stay tuned.
All right, guys. Got a little room camera here, and the room of the beautiful Raxx Billiards here in West Hempstead, New Jersey. It's actually my favorite. I'm sorry, West Hempstead, New York. It's actually my favorite room in New York. Holden, Chin, Steven, all the staff here are phenomenal. Such a great looking pool room. Let's see, Wei. Wei drains that one down. We got a little player break here real quick. And Sofia use the restroom.
I feel like somebody rubbed the face of my camera with their finger. And so it's definitely blurry today, and I'm not
Beautiful
sure why.
beautiful room with diamond tables.
There we go.
Overhead arena lights.
Allison Fisher, Wei Su Chen, and Bean going on. Brianna Miller in the backside. A lot of those ladies in the back end of the room are playing in a second chance tournament. Rita Cho competing against Allison on an A-side matchup there. Two of the best in the business.
I always like, on my streams, Lonnie, I always like showing the room.
It's fun, huh?
Gives you like a cool atmosphere of what's going on today.
Yeah, yesterday it was a lot of fun. We were kind of, looks like Brittany Bryant playing in the back end there. I don't know what's going on with this camera today.
Fefe over there, take a look at the rack.
Thanks, John, for your donation to the stream. We appreciate you.
Just 9 balls being made everywhere.
Everywhere.
Every single table's got somebody shooting on a 9.
Well, she's not making that one out.
Nah, that one might be
one's
tough. Let's see how close it is. A little tight.
Real close. All right, Sofia Mast is back to the table. Get ourselves back to the feature matchup here.
All right, we'll stop playing around with the camera for now.
Frank, he's having a good time.
You get to see in camera some bluegrass billiards. These things are amazing.
All right, the scoreline currently 4-1 in favor of Beep Beep the Roadrunners, Savannah Easton, over the Pink Dagger. Do you got a noise one for that?
I actually do on my stream when she was when I did the exhibition thing, where I created a little beep beep stream.
Right, Savannah Easton to break.
One ball was short again. Wing ball went in. 5 sits in front of the pocket. She can play the 1 into the 5. Doesn't want to get behind that 3 ball. Check the overhead on that. I think it's settled.
Oh boy. She, the one sitting in the pocket, she's definitely kicking.
One's pretty big from this point.
Absolutely.
Closest it is to the pocket.
Looks like a little foul action for Sofia coming to the table with ball in hand. Pretty open rack.
If you haven't, excuse me, if you have not been following along with the tournament this weekend, I don't know why you wouldn't be, because it's WPBA, but if you haven't, check it out at digitalpool.com. Go to tournaments, type in WPBA. It should be the first one that pops up.
I like that. Chadwick in the chat, he's like, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Yeah. And cornhole now. We get close to the hole, get points for that.
That's fair. That's fair. Little horseshoe action.
Yeah.
I think that's I think cornhole reminds me so much of when I was a child. My stepdad would always play a lot of horseshoes.
Yeah.
And so, you know, to me that's what cornhole reminds me of.
The modern age horseshoes.
Just a modern horseshoe.
Sophia's in a good position. She's gonna close this deficit. She's down by 3. Savannah's break too, so if she can steal a rack here. And also get her break. She couldn't close that deficit pretty quickly. For her to go 2 rails out, so she'll play a little bit of high right on this shot. Got the magic jumping bean there on the right-hand side. Bean hung. One of my favorite ladies from Australia. I think Sophia's kind of slowed her pace a little bit, and she's also not trying to do too much with the cue ball right now, which is really working out for her. All right, Sofia fires that down, makes the score 4-2 in a race to 8 here on the A side of the 2025 Raxx Invitational.
So I think the break did Sofia some good.
Yeah, taking that break, reassessing.
Absolutely. Let's check out some of the live scores going on around the room. So it looks like Savannah Easton and Sofia are in a tight matchup, but we got Bean Hung currently 4-1 over Wei Su Chen. Allison Fisher and Rita Cho are 3-2 in favor of Cho. Xiang, we call her Pearl, is up 3-1 over Janet Atwell. Pia Filler is up 3-1 over Nina Torvand. Christina Tpke is 3-2 over Sakura Muramatsu. And Wen Big Drum is up 5-0 over the Slayer.
That's an elimination match.
It is. And Margarita Fefalova is up 5-0 over Bojana Slash.
That's an elimination match also.
That is.
Don't expect to see these ladies on the B side this early.
All right, so we missed the break by Sofia, but she has broken dry. Sav comes to the table. I'm not sure that the one goes past the 6 into the side pocket, although it may.
$1,200 now watching.
Hey.
Let's go for 15.
Let's do it.
If everybody in the chat
Shares
donated
it.
$1 right now,
Oh, my
imagine the
goodness.
amount of wonderful streaming equipment you could do to update an already awesome stream.
Hey, thank you so much for your donation to the stream. We appreciate your support. Please enjoy the show. I don't think there's an option for $1, is there? In the Snapchat,
Why don't we find out? It's
YouTube?
1,200 people to find
yeah,
out for
can
us.
1,200 of you send me $1 and show me that you can give us $1.
Be careful, or somebody went to jail for that a bunch of years ago.
$1 million. I just took my little pinky to my mouth.
Right. Sophia missed the one ball. Looked like she had a piece of it to easily make it, but she missed it.
All right, so the window is pretty small for Sav to get on this blue too.
I don't like going for it. I like playing it safe.
Oh, Brian or Briar, thank you so much. He took us very seriously. $1, only 999,999 to go.
Thank you, Brian Rose.
Amanda, that's fun. So you can do $1. I was interested. That's funny. I wasn't sure if you could do $1.
Check here on the overhead. That's the one reason why I was saying I didn't like that or going for it.
Yeah.
The cue ball is going to have to come around the table.
Well, just to catch the window, you were
Yeah,
going to have to swing it around, you know?
Exactly. A lot of traffic. I would have liked to see her go the opposite way, play the cue ball down, and put the cue ball behind it too. All right, she's in a little bit of a tough position here. Two rails going to come hit the backside.
Yeah, that was a tough kick. All right, Sophia comes to the table. She's got ball in hand. Doesn't look like anything's too terribly bad here. I don't see a whole lot of problem. Thank you, Grumpy One. He says, I'll give you $2. You guys are fun. Always up for my crazy. All right, so this is perfect. She can just draw this over to the left long rail.
She's got a nice potential to be out of this rack.
You know, and I need to say, too, that, you know, sometimes the hardest match is a match after a great match.
Yes.
And she had an absolutely exceptional match last night against Christina
She
Tpke.
absolutely did, yeah.
So Sophia, in all fairness, it's not easy to get up. And then we put her on the stream, too, which don't get me wrong. These girls are so used to be on the stream. They have no idea. They don't care.
They knew they were going on the
They're
stream.
used to it. You know what I mean? So they put themselves on stream all the time. But I will say that it's kind of like that old thought process. Thank you, Travis and Kimberly. You guys are fun. It's like the old saying, the hardest shot on the table is a shot after a good one.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing with matches.
I agree.
You come off a really good match where you're super pumped up, and then, you know, all the fans in the room, they were so excited for Sophia, and then now she's got to come back in first thing today and stick her back on the featured table against someone that she's going to be playing a lot for the next 25 years. So I can completely understand Sofia feeling maybe a little out of sorts in this match just yet. She needs to watch out behind her. She's got Janet also waiting.
Janet's playing real well this tournament.
She's had her first 3 matches were hill matches.
Yeah. Grinding them out a little bit. I like it.
Tell you what, that lady right there, she's got so much seasoning in her. If you get hill with her, you don't want to mess with her none. Tough as nails.
Oh, I think I would have wanted to see her go maybe rail first on that.
Oh, thanks, Katina.
She drew it. She drew out on that. A little bit of a mistake there. She knows it too. She can shake her head a little bit.
Aw, thanks, Briar. We appreciate your support, bud. Appreciate it. Bud, girl, Briar Rose. I like the name. This is the only bad thing about YouTube, is that some of the names you don't know if they're male or female.
You know, it's funny when we were at the Moscone Cup last year. A lot of people were coming up to me saying hi to me. I was taking some pictures with people. And my wife's like, "Who's that?" And I realistically only knew them by their screen names.
Yeah, happens all the time.
All right, Sofia turns the rack over. That was a good potential to get out. Savannah does have a piece of this ball to make it also. Cue ball's going to move a little bit. I'd like to see her maybe juice this shot up and come 4 rails. Bottom rail, side rail. Back out to the left side rail, bottom rail again. Essentially let it flow around the table.
Right.
I have a 2-way shot. It becomes makeable for Sofia with a jump shot.
She's looking at the 2-rail parallel line for that shot. Oh, she just misses it. All right, Savannah Easton, safety successful, ball in hand.
And it was tough for Sofia. It's going to really give Savannah a good opportunity to get out. All the balls are, no clusters, all waiting for her.
Oh, yes, Briar. Yes. Okay. All right. Pretty quick work here, I think, other than just to be mindful, make sure she gets on the 8 proper. She can go under it. She can go 2 rails around, back to it. Definitely a preference. I like the 2 rails and out.
Yeah, I always preferred using multiple rails to get position.
All right. Beautiful pace by Savannah Easton. Thanks, Mike. Thank you for your donation, guys.
Like a Brittany Bryant running around here as like the host.
The hostess with
Yeah,
the
she
hostess.
looked like a host today running around.
She works really hard for the tour.
I 100% agree with that. Every lady does. The guys, Bob, maybe not so much. He's just pressing a button for timekeeping, but
Right.
when he goes to get the snacks, he's working harder.
Best timekeeper on the planet. I don't know how he stays focused like that. I mean, you literally have to watch every single shot of every single match.
That is, it
It's
does require a lot of focus.
All right, guys. Scoreline 5-2 in favor of Savannah Easton. This is a race to 8 A-side matchup between 2 of the best junior players on the planet. So what's your prediction in this event, Frank? What do you think? Who do you think's coming out on the A side of this match or this event?
Bean Hung.
Who?
Not Bean Hung. Bean Hung, right? Bean Hung's not on the B side.
Bean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bean's a
Bean
good
Hung.
choice. I like Rita.
I think Bean's up on way right
She's
now.
playing
Yeah.
way. Rita's playing. Rita's got a tough matchup against
She's
Allison
playing-
at this
she's playing the
moment.
queen, of course.
But let's see where they're at the moment. Allison and is down 3-2 to
But
Rita
I mean,
Cho.
you know, Christina is still in the tournament, even though she's on the B
Oh,
side. She's still in the tournament.
yeah.
So
Yeah. No, I'm just saying from the A side. Who
from
do you
the A
think's
side?
advancing out of the A side?
I'm going to say B.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's your pick. You want to bet $1?
Sure.
Okay, I'm picking Rita.
You got it.
I'll probably lose my $1 right after this match. The Duchess is going to come in and smoke her now because I did that. Just a friendly wager amongst friends. We don't do that.
You don't have the Frank luck. Trust me. When I bet on somebody.
You're not. Are you a Dunsky?
Worse.
Dumb.
Listen, I'm telling you, if a meteorite was going to hit a parking lot, it would only hit my truck.
All right, guys. So we're back in the action in this match right here. My co-commentator for this round is none other than Frank Maioletti, the creator of PA Pro Am Pool, and currently just acquired Billiards Sports Network also. So make sure if you're not familiar that you take a chance, get to know the guy, subscribe to his channels. He's doing big things in pool.
You're also going to be known as BSN.
Yeah.
So if you see BSN around, that's what we're doing. And BSN is going to be basically just, we want to be involved in pool.
Yeah.
Almost like a sports center of pool.
It's going to be pretty exciting. So if you're not subscribed and you're not following them on their socials, you're going to miss out.
Yeah, I will agree. Marissa, Sofia seems to be struggling a little bit on the speed of this this table right now, the speed of this match.
First match of the day. Could take a second to get acclimated for sure. Hopefully she catches it before Savannah takes over. It is currently 6-3 race. Right?
Who?
Right here. Sofia is going to have to win 6 matches.
Yeah.
Savannah's 3. Technically 2 if she wants to hold her to win.
Yeah. Jay Andrew says he's simul watching with Mark Williams and Judd Trump. I got a really quick, funny Judd Trump story for you. So he played my buddy Joe McGee in the U.S. Open a couple years ago. And he wound up beating Joe. Joe's a local player in Philadelphia. And I showed Judd like a little gaff shot after the game. And it was just a dollar bet, same thing like you and I have. And I came down the next morning, like before anybody got in the room, and he was down on the table trying to practice the same shot. He finally walked up because you got to tell me how you made that shot.
You're like, if I told you, you'd have to pay me double.
Hey, Monica, how's it doing? How's it going, girl?
All right. Savannah elevating her cue. Draw that cue ball over for the purple 5. She gets pretty good roll after missing the 4. That was not by design. Truly was just a miss.
Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it, pal. All right, looking. Sophia's going to come. I would come in 2 rails full into this. Are they coming from behind it, Lonnie?
I like coming from behind it just to create distance.
Yeah.
But
That's kind of why.
just a hit is better than nothing.
Yeah.
But you got to hit it. That's just the bottom line.
Where are we at now? 1,169 people. It's no good. No good. Need to get to 1,500. Start pressing all those emoticons that we have here. And
Make
to
sure
get
you
our
guys are
engagement back up.
sharing. We also
Savannah goes and kicks it again. Gets kicked behind the 9. Sophia up the table. She's got a piece of it, though. Lonnie, can I see the overhead on that?
absolutely.
Yeah, she got a piece of it.
Yeah, she's just trying to figure out what exactly. I like maybe just trying to bank it back across by the 6-8.
Stunning it and into the 4 or into the 5.
And just trying to keep the cue ball under the 5, maybe. I think she's going to hit the 5. Oh, swish.
Or just smash
Just
it in with a
drain it.
1-rail bank.
Absolutely.
What do we know about pool, right, Lonnie?
Ah, well, that's why she's a world champion.
Yeah, right.
She hits it great.
Paul McCaslin. Now I'm actually sitting about 1.5 feet away from Lonnie. She keeps moving away from me when I keep trying to get closer.
haven't moved at all, y'all. Oh, so
That's been a couple times now, this matchup, that Sofia's missed the follow-up shot to a good shot.
So I will say that I do want to give Sofia a little bit of grace because she has completely changed her entire setup.
Yeah.
So even though she's had a great match, because she's a great player, so that's going to happen.
There's always an adjustment period.
But yes, and there is an adjustment period, and until it feels like second nature to you, sometimes coming in the morning and starting a match, it's not easy. So I do give her a little grace, but she is struggling with the follow-up after something great. I agree, Pat.
Savannah having to jack up a little bit over top on the 7 onto the 6.
Yep.
She went through that ball very well.
Okay, so Sav's just waiting there for Wei Su Chen to shoot a shot. The shot clock will stop if the girls have to wait for the player next to them. It does, the tables are really close together in this portion of the room, so there is quite a bit of waiting. It's sometimes hard to get into a rhythm. All right, so she's just going to pocket this ball, keep the cue towards the center of the table. Doesn't have to do anything crazy. Just make the 9. Extend her lead, 6-2 over Sofia Mast.
Hi, it's Chanel Lorraine, and you're watching the WPBA on YouTube.
And we got 6-2 on the score. Somebody predicted 8-4 earlier, Savannah over Sofia. I would have lost a lot of money. I would have taken that bet. Said no.
Yeah, I'm not
It's
sure.
not over, though, especially with the alternate break format.
Yeah.
It's definitely not over. Where a player can't really put together a package.
Well, and the 9s on the spot
Yeah.
always can be, I mean, it can be a huge swing in the matches if they start breaking dry or not pocketing the one in the side.
They popping a golden in, too. My ball only counts in the top 4 pockets, so remember that, guys. Sofia's going to the UK. She's playing in the UK Open?
Savannah?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Savannah. She's playing in the UK Open?
Must be, I don't know.
Yeah, you can see her over there.
She'll be back in the States by June for the Soaring Eagle Open.
Yeah, right.
The Soaring Eagle Masters.
Girl's going to have 1 million frequent flyer miles by the time she's 20.
She probably already does. Between her and her whole family, you know what I mean? They all kind of roll together. Right, nice shot on the 1. Little pinch draw stroke here on the 2. All right, so it is the pink 4 and the purple 5. We're using the Aramith Black series for the balls.
She played that very nicely.
Come right through the window of the 5-6.
All those balls that didn't touch a single one. That's a great shot.
Like I said, Sav's been playing pretty well throughout this entire event. She's moving very quickly. It's usually a sign when Savannah's moving fast that she's playing well. So the Masters, the Soaring Eagle Masters, will be in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. Struck that ball beautifully and just She can choose to go 2 rails, but she could just 1 rail over for the 9 in the top right pocket. Pretty textbook for Savannah. She's going to use the 2nd rail on a girl. Oh, she almost used a little too much of the outside of that pocket, but it managed to fall in. Savannah Easton on the hill, 7-2 over Sofia Mast. Benjamin, I didn't write down anybody's prediction. I was just asking what everyone's prediction was.
Yeah, Savannah's playing in stroke this match. But the great thing for Sofia is that this is the A side, so she does get another chance.
Yeah,
if
she's
she
not
doesn't
out
get
of the
through this
event.
matchup.
She's just going to have to play a lot between here now and the end of the
She's
event.
young. She's got to pay her dues.
She does. I agree with that. All right, Savannah's had a pretty decent break throughout this match. I like her to pocket the 1 in the side, and she does. Decent opportunity on the blue too. This could very well end up the last rack of this match. We'll see how Savannah starts off with the blue 2, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, balls will line up nice. 2 to 3 is, yeah, I would say the tough shot to get from here.
All right, nice touch. Catches the window between the 5-9. I think she's a little straight on this 3. She should be able to punch it over.
Yeah, I think she can actually come forward with it.
She can.
I think.
She definitely can. Uh-oh, did our camera freeze
I
up?
think that camera froze up a little bit.
It might have. Depends on how many people get in the room. That camera runs on Wi-Fi, so could definitely. She downer.
And speed control. Control the speed very well on that one. She'll play the 5. She's got to avoid the 9 now. She goes forward. Pocket speed here. Just kind of let the cue roll and do its job. Hank, I believe the next match is at 4 o'clock. Am I correct, Lonnie?
Yes.
4 then a break, or
Is it 4 or is it
is it a break then 5 o'clock?
5? Usually we have a break. Can't read this. I'm getting old, Frank. Too far away. I'm gonna make that bigger.
Pool players never get old. We just become one with the chalk.
Old and dusty. 1 o'clock.
B-side, right?
There we go.
3 o'clock is
Yeah,
our next
so
match.
we do have 1 more round.
Savannah coming around. 3 rails. Going to catch that 4th rail. Just short of the 4th rail. Perfect position. She'll play the 7 from that 1. Allison was I called it the rest last night instead of the bridge, and she looked at me. She said, "Look at you using snooker terms."
She was probably
Oh,
proud
careful
of
the side pocket. Wow, almost one in. All right, Savannah Easton for the win.
All right, what do you say, folks? Beep, beep. The Roadrunner was successful in this match. She's going to advance to the final four on the A side, which guarantees her a 5th, 6th finish. And then, is that right? That's right, right?
Final four, yeah.
Final four. And then Sofia Mast will be taking the B side through the rest of this event. Doesn't mean she's out, just means she's going to take a little bit longer route. So congratulations to Savannah Easton. Thank you to Frank Maialetti
Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
for your wonderful insight and, of course, all the fun stuff that we get involved with when we're working together. So at the moment, these are the live scores that are currently going on around the room. Bean Hung is up 5-3 over Wei Su Chen. Rita Cho is up 5-3 over the Duchess of Doom. Pearl Xiang is up 6-1 over Janet Atwell. Pia Filler and Nina Torvind are currently at 4s. That is an elimination round matchup. Sakura Muramatsu and Christina Takac. Takac is up 6-2 over Sakura. Also an elimination round. Winbik Trum is up 6-3 over the Slayer, Christina Zlateva. Also elimination. And Margarita Fefalova is 6-2 over the Serbian rock star Bojana Sadic. So lots of cool stuff going on around the room. Maybe I should, do you think we should throw the camera around the room and see what's going on? Maybe I should do that. There's Bean and Wei Su Chen. I'll tell you what we're going to do, guys. I'm going to give it just a little bit. We'll get in there. You can see their score line. You can also follow along with Allison's score with her and Rita there. It is in the right of your view, but I could also throw up a window capture if needed of the match, the scores. But basically, we'll let you guys watch us. I'll throw some music up, and it'll give me time to work on some graphics and reboot after these matches. You guys, thank you so much for watching. This is the 2025 Olhausen Raxx Mezz Invitational. My name is Lonnie Fox Raymond. Special thank you to Frank Maialetti from PA Pro-Am and Billiard Sports Network, and of course to all the fans. All right, you guys, enjoy. All right, everybody. This is Lonnie tuning back in. What a bummer for Miss Allison Fisher. She played all those wonderful safeties to get back into that match to have something so weird happen at the end. Congratulations to Rita Cho. I'm going to reboot the stream because up next on our feature table, we've got Pia, the Killer Filler versus the Duchess of Doom. So you guys are going to see more Allison here in just a few minutes. We're going to reboot the stream, folks, and we'll be right back in action with a special guest commentator as well. So don't forget to come back.